First, as you all know, she will be the first Black woman, the first out LGBTQ plus person to serve in this role, which is amazing because representation matters.
Let's be honest, folks. The only reason she's in this position is because she's a person of color and she's part of the LGBT community. Welcome to the Bald Brad Show. In today's episode, we'll be examining an article here from the Daily Wire that talks about the White House transition from one press secretary to the other. And as many of you already know, Jen Psaki was the prior one and should be switching out in about a week or so with Karine Jean-Pierre. Now, as always, folks, if you want to join us here at the Bald Brad Show, or heck, support a conservative, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Share this link with your friends and family all over social media. And with that being said, this one comes from our friends over at the Daily Wire, and they have this to say. The incoming White House press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, has a history of issuing incendiary left-wing tweets alleging conspiracies and targeting former President Donald Trump. Now, the basis of what I want to ask here is if anything's going to change in terms of the messaging that the White House is going to push out, or how questions are going to be answered. That is the question that we need to sit here and try to analyze coming out of these articles as well as the video. Well, it says here, Jean-Pierre, currently the principal deputy press secretary, will replace current press secretary Jen Psaki, who is leaving to join MSNBC this week. Here's a little bit of that exchange between the two of them and Jen Psaki introducing Karine Jean-Pierre.
An exciting day around here. I just want to start by, I'm gonna cry. Okay, whew. I want to talk about my friend Karine. You've got to come up here. I just want to take the opportunity to celebrate and congratulate my friend, my colleague, my partner in truth, Karine Jean-Pierre, the next White House press secretary. Now, many people in this room have known her for some time. But for anyone who does not know her, I want to provide a little bit of a primer for you, so settle in. First, as you all know, she will be the first Black woman, the first out LGBTQ plus person to serve in this role, which is amazing because representation matters, and she is going to she will give a voice to so many and allow and show so many what is truly possible when you work hard and dream big, and that matters, and we should not we should celebrate that.
The article goes on to say, Jean-Pierre, who served in the White House Office of Political Affairs under the former President Barack Obama, then served as a senior advisor to the Biden presidential 2020 campaign and later served as vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris's chief of staff, publicly called Trump a racist in 2019 on MSNBC. Well, check this out. She said this: Donald Trump put his hand on the Bible and took the oath of the presidency to be a president for all of us. And since that day, since that moment, every hour, he seems to just prove that to be wrong, right? He's not a president for Black people. He's not a president for women. He's not a president for brown people. He's not a president for the LGBTQ community. He chooses to just double down and triple down on bigotry and racism. This is the next White House press secretary, folks. It doesn't sound like much is going to change from Jen Psaki to this person. If anything, it might get a little bit worse. I mean, coming out calling a president a bigot and a racist, which again, the left did all the time. And let's be honest, folks, the only reason she's in this position is because she's a person of color and she's part of the LGBT community. That's, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's the only reason she got the job. In the same way, you had the new Supreme Court nominee, Ms. Jackson, be put up there only because she was a person of color. I'm sure obviously her intelligence had something to do with it, of course, but you are just going to put people out there because of the color of their skin and that they're a part of a community because you have an agenda that you want to push. And she's going to help push that agenda, folks. Absolutely 100%. Well, it says prior to that, as Fox News noted, 1 month after Trump was elected, she seemingly supported the Russia collusion conspiracy theories targeting Trump, saying this: Flynn, Manafort, and the Donald himself inviting Russia to partake in the espionage on our election. Well, folks, it doesn't just stop there. In 2018, she tweeted that Trump was Russian President Vladimir Putin's puppet, writing, and Russia is still winning because his puppet Trump continues to flagrantly degrade America's standing on the global stage. Again, she's pushing these narratives, and again, it's her every right to do this, but she's pushing these narratives without any evidence. And the evidence that she does have is very scanty. This should worry all of us because if she's pushing that before she's press secretary, my question is what's going to stop her from not pushing this when she's press secretary? In the same way, Jen Psaki was willing to just hit the Border Patrol agents for whipping migrants, which never happened. And she still has yet to apologize, by the way. So in my opinion, and what you're seeing now, we have more stuff to go through in a moment. I don't think anything is going to change from Jen Psaki to Karine Jean-Pierre. I don't think anything, if anything, it's going to get worse, folks. That's my opinion on this. Well, she doubled down 2 days later, adding, sadly, Putin has always had control over Trump. Putin is laughing back home to Russia. Russians don't laugh, so. That's a joke, by the way. Of course they laugh. The Russians love to laugh when Trump's in office. The only thing that surprised Putin is how simple and idiotic Trump truly is. Trump made it incredibly easy for Putin. Russia is winning and we are losing. God, that didn't hold up, did it, folks? Look at Russia. Russia didn't invade Ukraine when Trump was in office, but now you got Joe Biden sitting there, the dullard that he is, running this administration into the ground, running Congress into the ground, running America into the ground, running foreign policy into the ground, running our borders into the ground. This guy's running everything into the ground, and she has the tenacity to stand up there in 2018 and say this stuff about Donald Trump. Well, that didn't age well at all. Oh, it keeps going, folks. In 2018, during the confirmation hearing of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, she trumpeted about his accuser, Julie Swetnick, who later changed her initial story attacking Kavanaugh. Well, she said this: Julie Swetnick, third Brett Kavanaugh accuser, tells NBC that he was a very mean drunk. But again, we're going to push that even though all the evidence hadn't come out yet. In April 2020, she attacked Georgia GOP Governor Brian Kemp, screeching, reminder, Brian Kemp stole the gubernatorial election from Georgians and Stacey Abrams. By the way, it's just mind-blowing that she gets away with this type of stuff. Stacey Abrams still thinks that she's the governor of Georgia. This Karine probably still thinks the same thing. So, folks, right here, I don't think much is going to change between Jen Psaki and Karine Jean-Pierre. I think, if anything, it's going to be worse based on the rhetoric that was being pushed by this person already. If you thought the stuff regarding the LGBTQ community was being pushed hard by Biden, wait till you get this person on the podium here just spitting out whatever she's going to say. She probably opposes Florida. She's probably all for your kids being indoctrinated in K through 5th regarding gender identities, gender theory. We have yet to see, folks, but wait till she gets on that podium in a week, and I guarantee you she'll probably dodge more questions. She'll probably circle back like Jen Psaki. If anything, this is a Psaki 2.0, folks, and it's not a good 2.0. In my mind, it's an upgrade in lying. It's an upgrade in twisting stories. It's an upgrade in ultimately dodging and manipulating and twisting the stories that's going to be pushed out there by the leftist media, and she'll be 100% there to support it and help them in their disinformation governance board, in their securing the borders, in their Putin price hike, in there, all sorts of stuff, folks. She's going to twist it, spin it, however she's going to do it to try and make Joe Biden look good, which is already a tough job to do, which is why Jen Psaki's on her way out. She couldn't do it. Maybe Karine Jean-Pierre can make the president look good. I doubt that's the case, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think she's going to be any better than Jen Psaki? Do you think she's going to be worse? Or do you think she's going to be about the same? Again, I think she's going to go even further to the left than Jen Psaki was, but we'll have to wait and see. As always, folks, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Share this link with your friends and family all over social media. And folks, I will see you later here on The Ball Brad Show.